What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Muzzleloader time. Black Talon muzzleloader time. As you can see right here, we have a black Talon. That's a 45 caliber. It's painted black to make it an actual black Talon for you guys here on TV, but the only difference is it's normally silver. What it really is a platinum tip, not a black Talon. But these Winchester platinum tip muzzleloading bullets, these are basically everything that a black Talon is except for the paint. So I've shot these in regular calibers like 9mm and 44, but I've also had 500 Magnum black Talons that I've made out of 50 caliber platinum tip bullets, kind of like this except for 50 caliber instead of 45. We're going to start gel testing those really soon, but for now I wanted to see how these 45 caliber ones would work out of the muzzleloader. This is one nasty 260 grain bullet. These things pedal out like crazy, they're sharp, they leave talons open, and I want to see how they're going to perform out of this muzzleloader in gel. Lighting conditions are horrible today, it's very overcast and kind of dark, but we're going to see if we can get the chronograph reading as we go into the gel. We may or may not. We're going to be using Pyrodex 50/50 pellets. These are 50 grain equivalent, so in this particular muzzleloader, I'm able to shoot Magnum muzzleloader loads, so 1 pellet, 2 pellet, or 3 pellets for up to 150 grains of propellant. I'm going to attempt all three. Let's see if the gel block can hold together or if I have space for that. This isn't the most accurate rifle anymore. I've pretty much let the bore get destroyed, but up close, I think I can hit where I need to. For those interested, this is a CVA Buckhorn 50 caliber, just cheap, Walmart special. I never even took the sticker off of it. I added a sticker or two. And for those of you wondering, this is not a Magpul sling. This came from either the right or left extra work boot. So I have 1 bullet in there on top of 1 pellet of Pyrodex. I can't show you the loading process, unfortunately, but I can show you the shooting process. I have no idea what the feet per second is going to be out of this, so no idea how the bullet will even think about acting. Well, we'll find out. Let's take a look. We achieved 1067. Entrance wound right there. So wow, totally unexpected. That's a pretty normal wound channel at first. That's not the unexpected part. The unexpected part is this thing just kept sailing right through. 20 inches right there, first shooter's block. Goes right in there to about 31 inches into this dirty block. I put this as a backup block and I'm glad I did, but there it rests behind all that dog hair and crap. So I'll pull that out at the end, but I don't think it expanded at all, which is exactly why it went ahead and made it that far. Pretty impressive for 1 pellet. Let's see if 2 pellets gets this thing to open up a little bit. So 1067 was not bad for 1 pellet. Now we have 2 pellets of Pyrodex, same projectile. That rocked the block. If that's correct, we have 1776, and I totally believe it. 1776. Well, our entry wound is very close to the other one, right about here. However, it actually looks just a tiny bit bigger to the eye. As we come around, you're going to see that bullet did a lot bigger impact right there, right at the beginning. That thing pretty much exploded upon impact. Traveled right down to the main part of it. The mushrooming part is at about 15.5 or 16 inches. But then there was a cool separation right about here. This piece came winging off of it and out to the right of the block, and that's at 19 inches that thing settled at. Maybe 18.5. Let me try to get a view from the top. So yeah, you can see it. That thing came off of it like a comet. So here was the main channel, which you can't see that great from the top, but there's the main bullet right there. But you saw this one just come flying off of it and land right there. It looks like the base of the bullet. That is really awesome. This is going to get downright scary for the Joe with the third pellet. All right, so 1776, that was rocking. Well, let's see what 3 pellets does. I'm going to try to get out of that same wound channel. No guarantees, but I can reshoot if I have to. And just so you know, I'm cleaning between shots with 1 wet and 2 dry patches, so each shot is getting a clean barrel to travel through. Let's see what we get here. Block is down. $2,030, smoking. All right, we had to recover the gel block that went down. Here's the entrance right here. Now, we have to look from the top here, and you can see right here is where it just exploded upon impact. That gel block got mighty dirty, and it came down here and it continued exploding. Left a little chunk of itself right here at, let me get the dirty tape. Now that chunk back there is at the same place where the main body of the other bullet landed, and we've got on that about 15.5 or 16. The rest of the bullet continued down here to the end. It did not try to go into the second block. A tiny amount of fragmenting came right out here out of the side, but other than that, I don't feel anything else where the bullet actually came out of the side of the block. So that's a 20-inch block, and I can say we hit 20 inches. There's a little piece of the jacket. And there's what's left of the bullet. Gosh, that's got not much left at all. Let me see if I can get a few more of these pieces out. Well, those are the pieces I was able to get out. There's the main body right there. That thing is just smooth and flat. It lost all of its copper jacketing. And then, as you can see, let's follow this track back again. It's right around here, just about 5 inches in or so. You see that thing, my dirty, nasty fingers. You see that thing, it just kind of exploded right here. It has these stars coming out. It looks like a rip round or something. Can't really see the other side of the block because it's all muddy. If you look right here, though, at about 4.5 or 5 inches, you just see that explosion effect, and that's where all the rest of the pieces of this bullet are. Craziness. Well, here's the one with 2 pellets. We dug that one out, and that one had complete separation from itself. This was the little plug that you saw that kept going. This was the main star of the bullet, had no lead in it. That lead just left. And then a couple fragments. I can't get the rest of them out easily, but yeah, these bullets are just destroying themselves. Well, let me get that first one out. All right, and we have the one that we shot with 1 pellet. It doesn't look deformed at all. I bet you I could probably reshoot this bullet. No deformation, in my opinion. So there we go. In order of 1 pellet of Pyrodex 50/50, 2 pellets of Pyrodex 50/50, and 3 pellets of Pyrodex 50/50. This bullet does destroy itself. So I think that was a pretty fun and interesting test. I think that bullet's pretty awesome. I think it's got a lot of stopping power. It's got a lot of potential. However, you see at the speeds produced here, the 2000s and the even like 1600s, that bullet destroys itself. So for hunting, would it knock game down? Of course. Are you going to have a bunch of fragments of stuff all over your meat if you do anything other than a heart or lung shot? Then yeah, you're going to be dealing with fragments everywhere. So I would use it because I would want to see how it would perform actually transferring the energy to the animal. However, I'm not taking anything but an exact, perfect kill shot. I also think it's very interesting how 1, 2, or 3 pellets can make such a big difference. It's actually really easy how they came up with that system for muzzleloaders. Instead of having to measure out powder and be unsure of yourself, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Just drop pellets in there. Just make sure you don't drop extra pellets in there. Don't load 3 and then accidentally load 3 more, or you're gonna have a problem. So let me know in the comments if any of you have ever actually used these for hunting, or if you've ever actually had these just to play around with. But I think they're pretty devastating. I think they're cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy these types of videos. And until we see you next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep shooting.